Broads Media.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome on into Sports Talk with Broads. I wish it was more than a split. I wanted to badly. I wanted to head into Canada and for Rob's birthday, leave his home country with 2 W's on their lap as they're flying on the airplane. Think about how much better this sounds with 2. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Rob! Happy birthday to you! That is such a more beautiful sound when the Phillies sweep your ass. I guess it could be a lot worse, though, right? If they would have got swept, I'd be insufferable tonight. I'm not insufferable, though. And speaking of 2, I guess this is a way to put a positive spin on it. Rob did get 2. You know what he got 2 of? Bryce fucking Harper! He got 2 of him. Him going long ball twice is poetry. I forgot what that feeling was like as a fan to see him be epic to that level. Oh, I hope to God that we just get one of those crazy red hot lethal surges from Bryce. It could pay off dividends for this team right now, who on some nights just can't take it, and some nights can't bring that fire and can't bring that electricity of the bat. And if that's the case, a Bryce Harper run could be the difference here. And I don't feel good about other aspects of this team. All right, I don't know about Aaron Nola. I don't think he deserves to have the baseball in a high leverage spot, meaning in a wild card series. And I don't know if Rob Thompson should do it. I believe Rob Thompson thinks he should do it, which is the scary part about this. Let's get to Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola, 5 innings pitched, 92 pitches, 4 walk batters. And every time something good happened for the Phillies offensively, he was there to ruin it. So you're up 1-0. No, you're not. You're down 2-1. So you tied it up 2-2? Yeah, for about a half a second. Now you're down 4-2. Why doesn't he have the toughness needed to hunker down? All over the last few seasons, there are plenty of spots where Aaron Nola shined. It's the truth. It did happen. There was some ugliness involved throughout that, but there's reasons why the Aaron Nola stands and the big-time defenders had a take and had a stance because his ceiling was super high, and he did throw in spurts of excellence. We're not getting that anymore, though. We're not even getting those spurts. It's nonstop trash. And this team is going to be in horrible positions because of him. I don't know if he figures it out this season. And quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of even debating or discussing why it's even happening. The pitch clock, this, that, the contract, it doesn't matter. Because all I care about at this time of the year is the results. Are we getting the top-end production or are we not? Now, if you look at how this starting rotation falls, meaning Ranger Suarez does have experience in the pen, and Michael Lorenzen did spend time out of the pen as well. So with that, does it automatically fall into this easy path that you just follow the road? Taijuan Walker, Zach Wheeler, and Aaron Nola as a 1-2-3, and then you bolster up your back end with the 2 guys that I just mentioned. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. I don't think Aaron Nola deserves it whatsoever. I know that there's a relationship with this organization, and he's been through a lot, and he takes the ball on opening day. What happened when Trey Turner stunk? He had time off. They held him accountable. They took him out of the lineup. They moved him down the lineup. They asked him to play a different role than what was projected when he got here. He got paid a massive deal. He was supposed to be a top of your batting order dude who's going to get on base and create havoc and steal and be annoying, nonstop flying, scoring a bunch of runs, being a nice right-handed bat that could play in the middle between a Bryce Harper and a Kyle Schwarber. They definitely thought that through. So, what do you do if Aaron Nola stinks? You ask him to play a different role than maybe what was anticipated. And I'm not saying that even means bullpen because, dude, if we're now freaking out that he can't even be what he's supposed to be, how dare we put him in a 6 inning? He doesn't do well when guys are on. That means it's automatic clean inning only. And I'm just telling you, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable at all with him with the ball in his hands, no matter what his role is. I don't like him as a bullpen option at all. Do you see my problem here? This isn't good. They have an Aaron Nola problem, and their starting pitching needs to sharpen up if they got a chance at this thing. So it just puts me in a really awkward spot because I'm done with it. I'm over it. It's gross. Nola, I'm begging you. I'm on my hands and knees saying, please, please find your old self. We desperately need it like we need air. Help us. Rojas is helping us. I love watching him play center field. To the point where my favorite stuff isn't even the sliding grab and the excellence and the spectacularness of something wild. It's when he takes control and he's speaking with communication, getting underneath of a fly ball. It's a standard fly ball. I got it, going to his left, calling off anybody to the right of him or the left of him, and makes the catch. That's my favorite part. That brings me joy. It brings me joy to see the Phillies pounce on mistakes by Toronto. Poor throw from third base over to first. What happens? Kyle Schwarber, sac fly. What happens? Alec Boehm, RBI. Added insurance. Matt Strahm, 2 innings pitched. Craig Kimbrell gets in there. Then by the time Soto got the ball, it was pretty much all she wrote anyway. So good for the Phillies offense, man. They desperately need something to hold on to and try and find more consistency. This is definitely the most intense they've been as an offense this year. It's been very harsh if you're an opponent over the last few weeks. We've seen the power come alive. They dipped back down. Are they close to finding that more consistent, and that's why we saw it in the past week? Or was that more of just a, hey, it's in here, you know it, but unfortunately, we won't get it this season enough? Only time will tell. All right, let's get to the Anytime Hotline. Let's listen to calls on this one. Here we go.
Oh, man, bros, they had me worried early on. I thought we were about to watch another
timeout. Here we go. Here we go. Does anyone have a beer?
Oh, man, bros, they had me worried early on. I thought we were about to watch another slow train wreck, but bats came alive, a lot of contributions all around, so that's super positive. Nola, I don't know what to say about the man anymore. You know, not his worst outing, but just like not even his terrible performance, like bad decision making. Like you throw over twice to a guy who's a legit danger to steal, and then you throw the slowest windup into the slowest pitch of all time. I don't get it, but still great win. Let's beat up on the Nats.
I feel bad because I just don't even know what else to say about Aaron anymore. I've said it all. We've all said it all. I feel like I'm banging my head against the wall for 48 straight hours without any sleep. And I get it because I'm doing the same thing with the Sixers. How long are we going to scream about James Harden? How much throughout that Ben Simmons drama was it obvious as hell and you already spent 72 shows ripping through the topic, but as soon as something pops up again and there's a headline, you run right back to it and then it's like you never left. That's how it is with Aaron Nola. I know it's going to be awful the next time around. I know it's probably going to be 5 innings. I know he won't be efficient and he'll be 5 feet off of the plate, and it's going to cost you. Yet when it happens next time around the rotation, you'll find me in my studio with this headset on, firing off, because it just ends up hitting a nerve. So I'm out of words because I've said it all, yet it's not going away. I think it holds this team back. Him and Wheeler helped carry a massive amount of this team last year. It wasn't just the offense. Wheeler and Nola were incredible. You need it. So deflating.
Yo, what up, bro? Calling from middle of the game, too. against Toronto. Up 5-4, assuming we can hold on and win this game. But you never know with the Phillies, and especially with Aaron Nola on the bump. Could be a rough go. And I just want to talk about Aaron Nola. He has been horrible. And the fact that our offense has scored this much against Kevin Gossman, and if Aaron Nola can't hold on to this game, he needs to go. I think Aaron Nola is a total bum, and I'm ready for him to walk. I don't even want him starting anymore. He's just a complete bum.
I don't even know what to say. What a terrible show this is. Hey, thanks for watching for about 15 minutes towards the back end. All I'm going to tell you is I am speechless about Aaron Nola. Thanks for stopping by. We got callers saying he's a bum mid-game. He did hold on to it. To be fair, he did hold on to it after having 2 golden chances on a platter. He pissed away both of those. But damn it, that third time, oh, he's walking off that mound with the lead. And Matt Strom, 2 innings, Matt Strom does it again. I'm always nervous with him too. As you see, there's a common trend with some of these guys, and I'm laughing sort of in a sarcastic way. This isn't real happy expression. This is the sarcasm. I can't believe we're really in this position right now, this sour with Aaron Nola. I thought it would be normal Aaron Nola, and that is way better outings than this. I would sign up for those years that we couldn't stand him. This is unbearable now. But the times where we couldn't stand him, where we held him to a higher standard, I would sign up for that in a heartbeat right now. This team is on a whole new level. They're on a different planet. Not the Braves planet, but they're way better than this. This is going to go down all the way to the end. Hopefully they have a better back run than they did last season, because last year they got some help from Milwaukee. Don't overlook your opponent with the Giants and Gabe Kapler soon. You have to take care of business against Washington. All right, light bulb just went off in my head. Be aware. Be aware. Watch this upcoming series this weekend and put it on a note. That watch the preparation. Watch how they do it. See if they're engaged. See if they play with energy. Or are they coming out flat, winning 1-0, and their offense, oh, it goes through a drag again. It's a waste of an afternoon. There's no worse feeling than when it's Sunday around 3 o'clock and the game is trash. And you basically want to find a golf channel. You want to go to something where there's a chance to win something on a Sunday afternoon because it's the 6th inning and there's been 1 hit and they've walked once and there hasn't been a base runner since the 1st inning. One of those miserable outings. My teeth, they're clamped down. They're clamped down. Aggravation.
Bros, listen, man. It's the 5th inning. The Phillies are down 4-2, and I'm calling because this game's already over. You know why it's over, bros? Because the mental midget was on the mound tonight, okay? Aaron Nola has no business. I can't wait to shove this guy out of town. This guy reminds me of Ben Simmons, mentally soft. Hey, Nola. You're not pitching in Louisiana, bud. You pitching in Philadelphia, okay? And if you're sitting there pouting about the fact that you didn't get your $25 million contract this year per season, guess what, dude? I'm a blue-collar worker. I'm never going to see that money. You don't see me and most of this town moping when we go to work because we didn't get the $25 million extension. Hey, pal, how about you go and pitch for the Mutts next year? That's where you belong. And then you know what? When we play you, we're just going to pound your fucking ass because we are tired of you. You're a mental midget. See ya.
Oh, my God. Wow. All right. I don't know which direction to pluck at first. Whew. Let's start with the Ben thing. That was a lot. It was a lot to digest. I'm aggravated too. But Ben Simmons quit the game. Ben Simmons was afraid of the media. Ben Simmons was unwilling to put himself out there. Aaron Nola is failing. I can at least appreciate him taking the ball and throwing the baseball. He didn't quit on the franchise that drafted him number 1 overall and hopefully changing the city forever. That's what the Sixers did with Ben Simmons. You can change this entire fan base by putting together Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid and taking the league by storm. I don't want to work on my game. Aaron Nola is not that. I'm with you, though, on the I can't stand him. If he went to another team, how satisfying would it be if he came to CBP and you hit a couple 0-2 home runs and the ball left the ballpark 3 or 4 times? Fans would have some fun with it, and I probably would too. I'd probably add to it also. I have to at least stand on the side of Aaron Nola's not Ben Simmons. He's not Ben Simmons. My jaw hit the floor when that came out of your mouth. He's scum of the earth, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a bad professional athlete from a mental engagement standpoint. Aaron Nola is different on a different mental side of the game with the pitch clock. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. I hope you guys understand it's not the same. People are not happy, huh? I did not expect to hear that tonight.
Okay, I'm going to say this about Aaron Nola. The Phillies need to just flat out release him. He can't pitch anymore. Because every time he's out there, he doesn't put you he puts us in a position to lose. You know, at this rate, he's not going to have this might be his last game season in baseball. He'll probably won't have a job next year. Because they know he's unusable. And all he does is just throw batting practice every game. Nobody's going to want him. And especially with all the free agent pitchers next year, nobody's going to want him.
Everybody out there is going to want him outside of the Phillies. They're going to want him. They are going to want him. Aaron Nola is one of the top starting pitchers in the free agency market this year. Oh, we've jumped off the deep end. Aaron Nola's last few starts. 7 innings pitched. Oh, I'm sorry, this is backwards. Against the Blue Jays tonight, 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. Against the Nationals, 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run. 5 1/3 against the Royals, 5 earned runs, 8 hits. 4 2/3 against the Pirates, 5 earned runs, 9 hits. 3 walks. And then against the Guardians, 7 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. 2 home runs, though. Left the yard in that one. I'm not pushing back as heavily on the whole madness on Nola than I probably normally would, because I get why everybody's fed up. Without going too extreme with the reaction, I think some of these calls are a little far. Just a little bit there, a little Ben Simmons. We got Ben Simmons. Here I am doing my daily, we're going to dissect to see if anyone's on the same page. We got an equivalent to Ben Simmons, and we got nobody in the league is going to want Aaron Nola. He's so bad. I think we crossed the line a tad. This is what happens, though, when you don't come out and do your job. That's all I got to say for you, Nola. You deserve this. You deserve these type of irrational phone calls because of how poorly you've played. We'll take one more.
Hey, bros. Philly guy transplanted to Denver. Thank God for Major League Baseball channel. There's no way. I really have a problem with you not being against Schwarber batting first. the leadoff position, got to get a guy with speed, get on base. Just doesn't work. The guy's a 180 batter, and you just can't be a leadoff guy. Just can't understand why you hang in there with him.
Because he's my leadoff hitter. It does work. This team is, well, I'm just spitballing off the top of my head, really. I don't know the exact number. 15, 16 games over 500 this year with Kyle Schwarber batting leadoff. They went to the World Series last year with Kyle Schwarber batting leadoff. The game isn't what it was in previous times. When people say the leadoff hitter is a guy who gets on base, a leadoff hitter is a guy with a bunch of speed. That's how the game was traditionally played. The game no longer works like that. Aaron Judge isn't really a two-hitter, but why does he hit? All last year, I don't know what the hell has happened to the Yankees, but last year, when you looked at them, they went to the ALCS last season, so they were one of the final 4 teams left in the whole league before the Astros swept them. Aaron Judge was not batting deeper in your order. He's batting up at top because you just want to get your best guys the most at-bats. Kyle Schwarber is one of your biggest threats you have. That's the truth. This team works with Kyle Schwarber leading off. If you jumbled up last night's top 4 hitters, and Bohm batted first, and then Nick batted second, Bryce batted third, and Kyle batted fourth. What a horrendous 1, 2, 3, 4. But all of them went 0 for 4. It doesn't matter where they batted. They went 0 for 4. When this team fails to hit, it's not about where they batted that costed them the game. If they're getting 0 hits and runners in scoring position, with runners in scoring position, and they're getting 20-plus opportunities, there's your problem. They need to execute better, not scramble where the struggles are coming from. Because when they're going south like they did in that previous game, Trey Turner didn't get a hit, and none of the top guys got a hit. If you switched up the order that night, they're still losing that game. They all went over. They all got 0 hits. You scored because of Rojas and Mundo Sosa. Doesn't matter where they are. Now, you could use that against me and say, well, if that's the case, if they're all going to hit, why does Kyle Schwarber have to hit leadoff? If they all hit and then you move up the order a little bit and Trey Turner's at the top, are you still going to win? Yes. I won't even dispute that. But this team has an identity with Kyle Schwarber at the top that got them to the World Series, and now with a significantly better record this season than what they started off with. And when they made the switch, this team started to grab a bit more of a sense of who they are. A little bit. They're not fully where we want them to, and the starting pitching starting to get uncomfortable, and there's a lot of stuff happening. But I'm just saying, it works for them. Why are we fighting what works for them? It's the defensive mechanism. When something happens with this team, it's automatically because of the leadoff hitter. No, it's not. It's not. We're smarter than that. Let's dig deeper than that. All right? This episode took a little turn on the calls. I guess, yeah, that's a statement. Took a little turn on the calls. Anyway, I love you guys. You're fantastic. I appreciate the calls. We might not agree. We might see things differently. Doesn't mean I don't love them and I don't appreciate them. I give you your opportunity to weigh in and give your thoughts and give your takes and give your opinions. Then I just give my opinion on that. If we see it eye to eye, good. If we don't, that's cool. I still love all of you. You're the greatest. We'll be talking soon.